Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. The Ring Magazine Awards, there were lots of big stars there, as you would expect, and some of them won awards. But really, it was I guess you'd say it was a promotional endeavour, a relaunch of the Ring Magazine. Get all these, world class fighters together from all weight divisions, from different countries, and you know, beef up Riyadh season for 2025. And there were lots of fighters there that you saw. AJ shaking hands with Daniel Dubois when they were exchanging a few words over their fight that was. AJ and Martin Bakole doing a sort of fake face-off, talking about maybe fighting in Nigeria possibly. But then you got Conor Benn wandering around in a pinstripe gangster suit. And I hate to say this because I followed Conor Benn's father's career from start to finish, and I saw him fight, and I really loved every second of it. Nigel Benn was one of my fistic heroes. But I have to say this, Conor Benn really gets on my tits. He really does. Why is this? Well, I try not to be classist, if that's the word, but Conor Benn talks like a wannabe gangster. In actual fact, he comes from a wealthy background. His father didn't, of course. His father came from a very modest background. Conor didn't, and he talks like an Essex boy. As far as I'm aware, large portions of his childhood were spent in Australia and Spain. He speaks fluent Spanish. And the way that he swaggers around talking crap about other fighters, I find irritating because lest we forget that Conor Benn hasn't even won an area title. He's also been, of course, as we know, busted for his failed PED tests. Has never apologised for it. Behaved like a petulant, self-entitled child throughout the whole business. Talked about feeling suicidal and how he was going to such a bad example to set to my family and all this, and I'm innocent. And he may now he may have ingested clomiphene or whatever it was. Was it? Yeah, it was clomiphene, wasn't it? He may have ingested it without knowing, but it was in his system. You failed 2 tests. All right, let's be frank. You failed 2 tests. It was in your system, so don't deny that. But no, he had his, 1,400-page dossier, 2,000-page dossier, whatever the fuck it was. Through his British Boxing Board of Control license back at the board. Went off and had a couple of fights, courtesy of his puppet master, Eddie Hearn, in other territories over in America. And, then he was cleared to fight, basically told lies about how this proves my innocence. No, it doesn't. Being cleared to fight is not the same as being proven innocent, all right? And as for this massive dossier that supposedly proves his innocence, which he bragged about for many months in 2023, was it? It was never released, as far as I know. It was never released to other experts, to neutral experts, not ones that are on his payroll, to study and say yay or nay to it. It was simply, well, I've got this dossier. Can we have a look at it? No. No. Well, then we can't give it to the people who understand these things, because I obviously don't. I'm not medically trained, not to that extent anyway. We can't give it to them to verify. But no, you hired some experts to put this thing together. They were on your payroll, and now you think that proves your innocence. And he just, he throws his toys out the pram. But meanwhile, he's swaggering around, getting in Chris Eubank Jr.'s face. And when he was at the ring, he was mouthing off, I think, about Ben Shalom and Eubank. When he was at the Ring Awards, he got in Ryan Garcia's face, wasn't it? And at one point he said to Garcia, "Don't talk shit in my city. It's not your city, Conor. London ain't your city any more than it's my city. I'm from North London, right? I was born in Charing Cross Hospital, the old location of Charing Cross Hospital. It's not my city. London's a city. And Ryan Garcia is a guest, and he's entitled to say to you whatever the fuck he wants to say to you, just as you're entitled to say to him whatever the fuck you want to say to him. Okay? But this wannabe gangster swagger bullshit, really, I find it very childish, very infantile, and irritating. And it's a shame because when he started out, when Conor started out, I kind of wanted to like him because he's Nigel Benn's boy, and you know, I thought he was making very good progress. I've seen him fight live, and he looked really good. And then, what is he now? 28. He's been a pro for what, 9 years now? Is it? I know he turned pro with Hearn. He's been with Hearn for an awful long time, and he turned pro 2016, I think it was. So he was making good progress, and then it got to the point where he was fighting like retirees, like Chris Algieri, Chris Van Heerden had 1.5 feet in. Or, let's put it this way: 1 foot and 4 toes in retirement, and he came out, got splattered by Benn. Nah, I'm not impressed. I'm a show me guy. All right. If you don't talk about something, go out and do it, and then because you got to earn respect. You can't just demand. You can't say I'm great at this, I'm great at that. All right, show me. You think you're good at something, go out and show me, and then I'll go, yeah. And if credit where it's due, I'll give you credit, absolutely. But you haven't done anything yet in your career, Conor, other than get involved in some sort of ridiculous, massively prolonged and rather embarrassing PED argument. That's it. And he's shown some talent. Sebastian Formella, that was a good win, wasn't it? Stefan Jamoy, I thought he was pretty good. That weren't bad. 2 fights with Payno were very entertaining. But he ain't achieved nothing yet. And as for this bloody Eubank Jr. fight, I never thought that was any kind of fight other than a complete gimmick. It's a load of crap. Would you really want to watch an unproven welterweight, unproven at world level anyway, going in with a middleweight, you could say was, hadn't maximised his talent either. If one wasn't called Eubank and one wasn't called Benn, that's the only reason anyone ever talked of putting these two together, because of the names. That's it. I would much rather see Benn fight Barrios. I think that would be a good matchup, and I'd much rather see Eubank go after Adames or Lara or whoever the hell it is. I don't want to hear any more about this Eubank Jr. versus Benn thing. Oh, crap. It was always a load of crap. But yeah, what do you think? Do you feel my irritation, or maybe you like Conor Benn? By the way, if Conor Benn goes out and knocks out Barrios, or starts to, now that he's free to fight, he actually goes on a winning streak, hold me to this. I'll be complimenting him, because even fighters that I don't like, I give them credit if they perform in the ring. Even if I don't like them as necessarily people, or if they irritate me, but or if they're gaslighters or bullshitters, which a couple are. If they perform in the ring, then yeah, I'll give them credit. As you know, if you've watched my videos, I do that. It's a fact, not an opinion. So, but let me know what you think about Conor Benn. Give me your opinions below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. Do all that good stuff, all that generous good stuff. And I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bye for now.